kijken. Dat is apart. Even kijken. Nou mag die al zo. Ja, ik ben benieuwd wat het is. New game. (1942).
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Nou, dat duurde allemaal even. Dus, oké. Ik vraag me af hoe hard dit ding kan. Ja, dat was het wel. En hier ook op? Nee. Op de schommel. Ja, dat kan ook weer. Ik moet wel zeggen dat de game er wel erg mooi uitziet. Het is jammer dat ik schommel, maar dat de slang wel recht blijft staan. Maar goed, dat zijn de kleine puntjes. Ik heb deze game vandaag gekocht. Dat was nog €5, dus ik denk waarom niet. Het schijnt dat je hier nogal snel doorheen bent. Dat het verhaal eigenlijk, dat je dat binnen een uur of 2 uitspeelt ongeveer. Als je hem helemaal compleet wil hebben met de trofies / achievements, het is maar waar je het op speelt. Ik weet niet of je op de PC ook iets hebt. Maar dan ben je geloof ik 4 tot 5 uur bezig. Wat moet ik openen? Waarom krijg ik zo'n bericht in the middle of nowhere? Oké, laten we maar gewoon zeggen dat het tips zijn. Misschien omdat ik dat hack moet openen. Denk ik. Ja. Ik ben verder benieuwd of ik snel krijg te zien, weten, horen, wat dan ook, wie ik ben, wat ik doe, wat ik moet doen, noem het allemaal op. Want het is allemaal heel mooi, je begint ergens en daar is het eigenlijk. Ik heb geen idee of ik daarheen zou moeten, maar dat ga ik niet doen. Laten we gewoon maar even zitten wegblijven. Sommige mensen zeggen dat dit een beetje een horrorachtige game is. Dat schijnt niet zo te zijn. Dit is gewoon eigenlijk een soort van een verhaal wat je speelt van iemand. De omgeving is een beetje creepy en dat soort dingetjes, maar echt horror, nee, dat absoluut niet. Ik weet ook niet of dat hun instinct was om daarvoor te gaan. Nou, hier kunnen we wel in. Er zijn in ieder geval genoeg dingen waar je wat mee kan. Ja, waar je naar kan kijken, zeg maar. Het is eigenlijk gewoon verlaten. Ik weet niet wat het is eigenlijk. Ja, dat is mooi dat ik daar ben, maar... Oké. Maar waar is dat? Want als ik op de plattegrond kijk, dan staat dat nergens aangegeven. Of het zou op nummer 3 moeten zijn. Ah. Oh, kijk. Oh, maar nice. Oké. Maar nou vraag ik me nog steeds af wat ik precies moet doen. En ook wel een beetje waar ik ben eigenlijk. Kijk. Want...
The only thing I remember clearly is Charlotte, my doll. This looks like a cozy place.
Oké. Het is gewoon verdomme een rolstoel, maar oké.
No, she's freezing. She's alone. Let's look for her.
Voor wie? Voor haar pop. Daar ga ik tenminste wel vanuit, want voor de rest... Ja, dat zou ik het niet weten. Maar ondanks dat mensen zeggen dat je hier binnen 2 uur mee klaar bent, ik denk op de minste dat ik het speel, dat ik er wel 3 dagen over doe. Want ik heb echt geen idee wat ik moet doen, waar ik heen moet en wat het hele idee is. Gaan we hier vandaan? Of niet? Laten we die nog even overslaan. Misschien de gewone kamers kijken. Er is geen stroom, maar daar heb ik helemaal geen stroomkabel van dat ding, maar oké. Ik moet de power search moet ik ook zien te vinden. Kijk, ja. Is dit het? Nou eens kijken of ik de goede heb. Ja. Oké. Dit is ja, een beetje kansloos. Hier kan ik blijkbaar nog niet heen. Er moet toch iets bij die lift dan denk ik. Moet ik hem gebruiken of moet ik met de trap? Ik kan ook met de trap.
Let's search the wards on the upper floor. There's a plan on the wall which shows their location.
Oh. Dat vind ik mooi, want dan ben ik al lang. Dan ga je eerst naar boven en vervolgens krijg je de hint van, goh, laten we naar boven gaan. What the fuck? Had die hint eerder gegeven. Volgens mij is dit die pop.
Mummy took good care of Charlotte. She tucked her in, hugged her, gave her cuddles and kisses. She was very affectionate and loving. Nothing bad happened to Charlotte. That surprised me. I didn't understand. At first, I was quite scared. I was afraid that she wanted to hurt me. I lived in constant fear that Mom would abandon her. Because I didn't deserve to live. I didn't deserve to be loved. It's cold and it's dark. Look, she's cold. She'll get ill. We can take care of her. Nobody can stop us.
Maar wat als ik dat ding nog helemaal niet mee wil nemen? Nou goed. Ik neem aan... We zullen mee naar beneden moeten nemen? Dicht. Naar beneden. Want volgens mij moest ik hem in die rolstoel doen. Denk ik. Ja, kijk.
Charlotte will be comfy here. But it's cold. No, it's cold. Don't shiver, Charlotte. The cold will go away. It'll go away.
Maar waar gaan we dan heen? Moeten we dan weer met de rolstoel naar boven? Is dat de reden waarom er überhaupt een lift is? Oké. Ja, doe dan dicht. Goed zo. Ja, gaan we naar boven. Want ik denk dat we daarheen moeten, maar het is nog allemaal wazig. Want ja, het is, dit is wel zo logisch. Zo. Dat we de pot van boven moeten nemen. Naar beneden om in een fucking rolstoel te zetten en dan mee naar boven te nemen. Maar volgens mij was er iets in die kamer met die lampen. Hier.
The cold has gone away now. You see? The light. The warmth. We can do it. The cold will go away. It has to. Now we can enter the ward where everything started. It all began in the observation ward on the ground floor.
Dus. Oké. Dat is iets dat snap ik niet helemaal. Dus om een deur in te gaan moet ik eerst... Nou, dat is heel verwarrend. Die kant op, denk ik. Ja. Oké. Ja, het is in ieder geval duidelijk waar je niet heen moet, want je kan ook verder niet draaien, maar... draai. Vreemd. Dit is wel heel licht ineens. Dan draait het weer.
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark. It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light. I was 16 years old, and I was afraid, always afraid, a fear that wore me down. I needed help, but I couldn't speak. I was terrified of everything, even thinking. They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better. I stopped living in there. They dragged me away and stripped off all my clothes, everything. I tried to explain what was going on in my head. They tied me to the bed for days. I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist. She was my only hope in this hell. I was descending down, down among the dead. But that woman and her smile kept me alive.
Oké. Zit al in chapter 3, ja.
The door is locked from the outside. Here the doors can only be locked and unlocked from the outside.
Oké, dan is het nou even tijd om wat drinken te gaan pakken. Zo, daar zijn we weer. Dus de deur gaat alleen vanuit de buitenkant open en dicht. Hey.
You can't get out of here. Only the dead can leave this place.
Okay. Okay.
He laughed, panted, and slobbered all over me. It hurt me when he touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile, sick, dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while he... Renee obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed. I threw up and could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me.
Goed. Waar gaan we nu heen? Hier kunnen we verder niks, denk ik. Nee, deze muur. geen deuren blijkbaar. Hier komen we vandaan. En die pop is ook ineens weg. The fuck? Dan moeten we denk ik toch maar die kant op. Hier waren we als eerst.
She stayed with Renee during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive.
Maar... dat is zo raar. Want ik ben René in principe. Die speel ik. Want je bent een 16-jarige chick. Maar de teksten is van... dat iemand bij René bleef. Waarom wordt dat gezet als dat ze bij René bleef en niet als ze bleef bij mij? Dat is een beetje verwarrend. En misschien dat het er ook wel mee te maken heeft dat ze misschien gek in de hoofd is of zo. Ik heb geen flauw idee. Maar... ja. Ja, hier... hier ben ik geweest, dus ik denk dat we misschien nou daarheen moeten.
They went to the gynecology ward on the upper floor.
Oké, dan moet ik naar boven. Nou, gaan we ook even naar boven. Dus ik moet naar nummer 10. Denk ik dan. Want die is nou weg. Dus zouden we die kant op moeten. Daar ga ik bijna wel vanuit in ieder geval. Nee, die is dicht. Dus daar moeten we niet heen. Ja, mijn pop is nog aan het chillen hier. Dan laten we dat maar lekker hier. Maar ik weet eigenlijk nog steeds niet wat ik precies moet doen. En wie ik ben en wat er gebeurd is. Kan ik die sleutels niet aanpakken? Die zijn dat ik die ooit nodig heb? Nee. Blijkbaar niet. Nee, dan gaan we maar even verder kijken waar we hier moeten. Een deur. Die kan niet open. Een lamp. Nog een lamp. Geen idee wat het allemaal is. Hier kunnen we ook niet heen. Dus de lift. Ja. Dan kunnen we hierheen. Kastjes openen. Er zit niks in. Hier kunnen we ook een reet mee. Wat is dit, bro? Ik er ook niet in. Hier kunnen we ook niet heen. The fuck? Waar moeten we dan in godsnaam heen? Komt hierheen.
August 21st, 1938. Confidential. Dear A, I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renee T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert. I'm examining the girl on the 28th. I'll handle things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse. Then they said that Renee was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renee. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine. Do you want to know what I'm writing? I note down what I observe in you, everything I see. He didn't hate Renee. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her in those small surgeries.
Okay. Vage shit, man.
The doctor who wrote things down was in Surgery C.
Een 2. Dus er is hier. Dus, het zijn ineens al die deuren open. Oké, goed. Denk die.
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother a seamstress. Admitted in observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble.
We can't read this document. It's forbidden. We mustn't. If we find out, there will be trouble. Yeah.
Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered. Since I got lost in the light, I don't even know who I am anymore. Let's read it and try to understand. She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I am always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name." March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. "Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake." So many things frightened me. The system that I lived in was built on fear and light. There was no mercy or understanding in the town of light. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear to keep what had happened a secret. These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became arrogant, impatient, and hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started taking off her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. I can't remember these things, only the guilt, the stake. I know I deserved to pay for that guilt. I knew it even then. She was uncooperative during the examination. She didn't want to be stripped and her body remained rigid. Voluntary attention almost totally absent. Probable hallucinations. April 25th. Confused ideas, unable to maintain a spontaneous conversation. Reflexes all normal, reactive pupils. Let's find Amara, and we'll find the full medical records.
Okay.
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
Dan moet ik volgens mij naar buiten. Ja, ik zit hier wel opgesloten. Of ik moet hier ergens door kunnen. Die is ook nog steeds op slot. Die ook.
This is the road we used to take. If it weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed. She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me. In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time. It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away. She wasn't in the system. He would let her in. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why.
Er zijn meer banken dan in het park hier of wat.
The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Ja.
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse.
Ja, maar daar kom ik toch net vandaan. Oh, daar gaan we terug. Dat zou dat hier moeten zijn.
Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
Ja, maar die ging net dicht.
Keep looking. We mustn't give up. Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right. But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her quickly. We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us. When they found us... Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly. We can't go down there. There's too much water. Adele, that little girl has been standing motionless in front of the kitchen door for hours. Poor thing, I gave her some candy. She ate it without a word and remained motionless. I don't think she's very well. We used to see her now and again, but now she's always there. I'm going. The doctor's not here. He's coming this afternoon. Try and speak to him. Poor thing. Lost in her dreams. She was only a little girl. But nobody gave her a cuddle. They punished her instead. They said she was sick and her dreams were troubling her. They weren't even hers anymore. I need her. But we will find her. We'll find her, won't we? When the water in the shower was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
Volgens mij ben ik nou overal wel een beetje geweest. Die deur moet nou niet zo open zijn, nee.
We have to turn the water on in the showers and switch the boiler on. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.
Ik moet de douches aanzetten. Waar de hel zijn die? Oh, nou is het water weg. De. Waar zijn die douches dan? Dat vraag ik me af.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Dat we gewoon alles overdraaien omdat het kan. Ja, 3 dagen later. Dus dan moeten we naar beneden toe. Dan kunnen we wel aanzetten dan. Nee. Waar zijn de boilers? Ja. Die dingen. Ik heb geen idee.
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Ja, maar waar is de boiler? Ben ik echt zo'n debiel en heb ik hem gewoon gemist of? Zo te zeggen dat ik op 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maar waar zit die switch dan? Ah. Kijk. Nou komen we ergens.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Is dat die deur nou die open? Ja, kijk. Volgens mij was dat ergens deze.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Ja. Ik denk hier. Ik dacht dat het wel ergens aan het eind van de gang was.
Everything's ready. Let's get undressed and leave our clothes on the hooks in the changing rooms.
Nou, er zijn er fucking changing rooms. Want sommige tips komen wel erg laat binnen. Ja.
Let's turn the water on now, and everything will be as before.
Waar moet ik heen? Waar moet ik heen? Ik moet het water aanzetten. Waar? Ja? Ja.
Amara was the only thing Renee had. They separated them. Renee went to the slightly agitated ward, the one that terrified everybody. Those injections were torture, the just punishment for what I was doing. And what about her? Who knows where Amara was? They had taken me upstairs into the ward where no one wanted to go. Let's look for Renee's room in the slightly agitated ward.
Dan moet ik even op die plattegrond kijken waar dat ook alweer is. En zo kan dan denk ik dat ik misschien daarheen moet, maar... Ik weet niet. Dit is nogal een... is het allemaal waar ik in ben geweest. Misschien boven? Nee, ik denk het niet. Ik zou zeggen hier ergens. Ik denk trouwens wel boven. Volgens mij zeiden ze dat wel in die... Daar ga ik maar dan even een rondje te lopen hier. Waar komen we vandaan? Daar had ik volgens mij al alles. Ja, alles. Meeting 6. Oh, is het 6? Dat kan wel.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm. Montefoscolo, December 20th, 1941. Dear Director, could you please let me know how my daughter, your patient Renee T., is getting along? I've written to my daughter several times, but have received no reply. I'm very worried, particularly as I've been ill for some time and have not been well enough to come and visit her. Please kindly let me know when it will be possible for me to bring my daughter home. Your humble servant, Ada T. Bring this letter to the attention of Dr. C so he can assess the potential discharge of the patient.
Ja, maar... Alle deuren zitten op slot. Dus ik kan nergens zijn. Er is er maar eentje open. En dat is deze.
Let's close the window shutters, the door, and switch off all the lights. We want darkness. They put a straitjacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet. They tied you to the bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past was like the present. That doll, that man, the shame. Renee was increasingly divorced from reality.
Nee, die
How
staat
will I
er
ever
dicht.
find out what really happened? How will I ever find Amara again if I can't even find myself?
Hoe kom ik hieruit? Want de deur is dicht. Hoe kom ik hier in godsnaam weg?
Montefoscoli, November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, It is with great sadness that I heard what happened. Your transfer and your sufferings are a cause of great worry for me. It will take time, but you'll see, things will improve. They'll treat you and you'll get better again. I pray a lot, every day. Write to me often, and tell me if you need anything. I promise I'll do what I can. Try to be strong. Mom. This is the last letter she wrote to me. Once I was put into this ward, I was overwhelmed by loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom. Why is that man here? Why doesn't she come to see me? Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things. Perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply? The letters were sent to the archive. It was their job to post them.
Eens even kijken waar ik heen moet. Het zal weer beneden zijn. Ja, maar volgens mij is dat dan toch hier.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day. But far too many never left. There must be a file with my name in the filing cabinet somewhere. There must be a file with my name in the filing cabinet somewhere.
Ja, ik ben een beetje. Ik ben ermee bezig.
Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. But now I'll behave myself, I promise. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renee. This letter, it was Renee's letter, just as she wrote it back then. But it was never sent. Why? Why did this happen? I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I only feel fear and pain. And you don't write to me anymore. If only these words could be my soul, I'd tell you what was happening to me. The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way and tell me what to do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renee. Montefoscoli, July 7th, 1940. My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me in months. I'm sorry, but I don't have the money to come and visit you. Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind enough to ask the director for some news about you. I hope he'll bring me some good news when he returns. But please write to me. I know that I was strict with you. You have to forgive me. I didn't think. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you. You told me that you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, darling. Everything will be fine, you'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli.
Gaan we nou serieus 100.000 van die brieven lezen?
My dear daughter, I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. Every day, I'm anxiously waiting for a letter. Mr. Onofrio's back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he was unable to speak to the director, but managed to see you. I pray for you every day. Even Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. Isn't that nice? I've made up my mind, Renee. I'm bringing you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. I'm not very well at the moment and can't work, but I'll get better soon, you'll see. And as soon as I can make the journey, I'll come and fetch you. I know you're suffering a lot, but please be strong. I beg you. Mom will come to fetch Renee, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. The doll. Renee could have played with it while she was waiting for her to arrive, but Renee didn't have it with her. Is it one of Mom's lies? She knew that she'd hurt Renee and... No, Mommy's good. That man brought it. We've just remembered who he is, haven't we? It was Renee who was wrong. The doll's here. I know that for sure. Perhaps she's been abducted like all the others and is locked up here somewhere. Let's look for the second doll. It'll be among the bundles of the patient's belongings. Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window. You see? Mom was good. I was bad. Mom was worried about Renee and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her. Let's look for Charlotte. We have abandoned her. Will she still be where we abandoned her, under the warm lights? I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders. I only obeyed orders. Charlotte has gone away. Mom will come and get us. She loves us, even though we obeyed orders. Leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders, even though we're bad. Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. Charlotte gone away. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Nou ja, ik krijg wel voorrang op de rest. Ik weet niet of dat een pluspunt is, maar... Fuck.
September 7th, 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond. Spends her time in the grounds. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. October 14th. Return of impulsive behavior. This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabayoni, but when she got them, she threw them up in the air. Excited, clamorous, slightly confused, takes her clothes off. December 8th, tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words, laughs hysterically and pleasures herself. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They said that when they took her away, she swore at them and then lashed out and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. They've kept her tied to the bed since then. Transferred to the slightly agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C. I was with Amara in the showers. My memories are terrifying. They're not real, are they? December 15th. Dr. C. Patient notes. The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. Of fickle and flighty character, she regularly discards her household duties and engages in occasional prostitution. Prostitution? No one would have ever believed a lunatic, let alone a lunatic who lives in the worst sort of sin. Could such a person ever have been subject to sexual violence? Certainly not. Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family.
She has shown suicidal tendencies.
She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and hysterical.
Treated with cardiazol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks. They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy, and my God, they succeeded. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
June 2nd. After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swears and curses those helping her, flailing her arms and hitting them. According to reports by Dr. B, the patient has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital grounds. Details are contained in the charges filed at police headquarters in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy.
That's how the reality is concealed. It has all been planned very carefully. June 13th. The nurses report that she descended into a state of great mental confusion after receiving her mother's letter. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and then punched a nurse. Impulsive, flails about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence to give the patient no further reason to become agitated. August 20th, tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient is extremely agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. 2 days later, she is still shouting all the time that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed, and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. No contact with the outside. That way nobody knew what was happening within these walls. March 3rd. Alert, correct attitude, replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm, she washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara. She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation. Probably a regressive hallucination. Evaluate transfer. Did I imagine Amara? That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left some traces of her presence. We can look for her things in the storeroom containing the bundles of the patient's belongings on the upper floor.
Ja, tuurlijk, we gaan wel weer naar boven. Daar staan we al. Duh. was een...
These are Amara's things, I'm certain. Amara, there she is. She existed. She really did exist. There she is, my friend. March 12th, 1938. The young girl Renee arrived today. Poor thing, she was terrorized. You see, she remembers the first time we met. I talked to her mother, the dear lady, and she expressed her fears to me, and I promised I'd keep an eye on her daughter. The lady told me her daughter's doll had been taken away, and this worried her. Because when she becomes depressed, as she is now, Renee barricades herself in her room and can't communicate. The doll becomes her voice, eyes, and ears. Dr. B said I'll soon get out of here. I'm sorry. I'm so sad to leave Renee. I won't be able to protect her anymore. My poor friend. She was hoping to be able to get out of here, but nobody ever leaves this place. That poor girl is really ill. I am the only one she ever speaks to. I told her I was leaving and she stared at me, saying that I would never leave. It was quite unnerving, and then she started to cry. I felt like crying too. She didn't say anything else. What worries me is that I'm sure that terrible man is watching her. He was the one who brought her here, and of all the good people, why did it have to be him? She knew. I told her everything. She knew about that man. That's why they wanted to make her disappear from my life. But I instructed a nurse friend of mine to keep an eye on her, and I'm sure she will, because she's a good woman. Her friend the nurse. I vaguely remember. She worked on this ward. Let's look for signs of the nurse in the nurse's room on the upper floor. She worked mostly in the Marigliano pavilion. Let's get out of here and find that pavilion. Renee was alone here. Charlotte had abandoned her. And without Charlotte, Renee couldn't communicate with the outside world. Mother knew that.
Welke signs? Ik zie niks. Nou. Idee. Moet er ergens een ingang zijn of zo? Toevallig gemeenschap? Ik heb echt geen flauw idee. We kunnen nergens naar binnen, bro. Doe het raar. Oh, kijk. Ja.
She's kind to everyone, even me. I felt a little better when I saw her. The sick children laughed and played with her. Not even they could frighten me. Don't annoy Renee. She's a princess here. Didn't you know? She told stories. She said there was a war out there. But they stared at me and frightened me. They would come to look for me in the evening, and then no one would have protected me. Not even you, Charlotte. Am I right? Let's follow the hearse until we reach the graveyard.
Kijk hier niet meer binnen? Nee. Welke kant op? Links, rechts. Volgens mij was ik even hier toch? Of niet? Nee, blijkbaar niet. Het is ook fijn dat je totaal geen map hebt of zo. Ik heb geen idee waar ik heen moet. Ah, kijk. Ik ben nog op de goede plek. Oh, daar is de auto. Kunnen we binnen? Ja, daar kunnen we. Ah. There.
There's Charlotte. My voice, my eyes, my ears, my very soul. Let's go and play together again. My voice, to say what? Meaningless things. Be offensive to others, get into trouble.
Ik denk dat ik die lantaarnpalen moet volgen.
Eyes to see desperate people. In the mirror, the shadow of my former self. Gaunt, worn out, they're killing me slowly, day after day. My ears to hear screams, deliriums, threats, and false promises. It'll be alright. Everything will pass. My soul, incapable of living. Of fitting into a world which it finds alien. It's moving further and further away from me. Always further. Let's go and play together.
Oh, wacht, speeltuin. Wat moet ik met die pop?
I'd like to lose my voice. I'd like to lose my eyes. I'd like to lose my hearing. I'd like to lose myself forever.
Diepe shit. Maar niet om lullig te doen, waar de fuck haalt ze die schade ineens vandaan? Dat is godverdomme een lange gang, jongen. Shit, man. Oké.
My schoolmates, when the light's there. Renee's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me. I do a lot of bad things. I don't tell anyone, but Mom knows just the same. We learn so many things at school, and so we have to attend. How would we get on if we didn't?
Ik heb echt geen idee.
A blackbird's eating my head. That's why it hurts so much. My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't. When I was little, I never used to sleep. Poor Mom. Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind. Mr. Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if you didn't? Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter.
Die ook. Wil die ook wel? Die volgens mij nog niet.
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid.
Moet ik nog 6 van die tekeningen vinden? Pakken doen. Dan kom je hier op hetzelfde uit. Geen idee. Hi.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Goed, ben ik nou klaar met het verhaal, ding, weet ik zo hoe ik dit moet noemen? Want ik weet nog steeds niet wat ik ervan moet vinden. Dun, dun, dun. Bro, what the fuck, waar gaan we heen? Wow. Ja, we gaan volgens mij nog wel verder, nog steeds verder.
My medical file again. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anymore. There's only confusion.
Ja, niet alleen bij jou.
There were some who had scarcely seen me. They thought they knew me and understood what was happening to me and could decide about my life.
Waar moeten wij heen? Want ik weet nog steeds niet wat ik hiervan moet vinden om heel serieus, om heel eerlijk te zijn. Want het is serieus gewoon, het is een soort verhaal wat je speelt over iemand die gewoon fucked up in de hoofd is. Die antwoorden wil op haar vragen, maar het is gewoon zo ontiegelijk fucking saai. Dat het, ja... Er zit geen interessant verhaal in. Want ik hoop nou de afgelopen uur eigenlijk al dat het bijna is afgelopen. Ik had er wel ietsjes meer van verwacht eigenlijk. Maar ja, voor die 5 euro had ik zoiets van ik ga het gewoon proberen zonder dat ik ga kijken wat de reviews zijn. Maar ja. Dan denk ik maar niet heen. Dan gaan we hierheen.
Nobody laughs in here. I mean, really laughs. Not those crazy fools who laugh because people say they're mad. I don't know why they laugh out loud. They say I'm mad too, but I never feel like laughing. People used to laugh at me, but they were right, you know? You can't always cry and people laugh when you're afraid, don't they? It happened to you, not to me. It's better that way. They do that to show they're lucky. You mustn't take offense because it's true. And deep down, it's just like pity, if you see what I mean. But then you think about your own situation, and you laugh. Because you feel lucky that everything's going to get better. It's all shit. It's all shit. And you tell me from you. An intelligent person, educated, not like me. And if I can see it's a little shit, just imagine how much better you understand. No, come on. No. I feel fine here. You know? After all, I didn't say anything I wanted.
Ja, whatever.
August 28th, 1942. We hereby notify you of the death of Ada T., mother of Renee T., a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P. I have no one left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down. It's an endless scream that makes no sound. A silent scream. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There is nobody up there for me. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me and has stripped me of everything, even my ability to feel pain.
Wat moet ik nou nog doen hier?
May 5th, 1943. Renee's state of health is good. She is eating and speaking. Her spatial and temporal orientation is good. Therapy suspended. December 3rd. She calmly asks if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. May 2nd, 1944. Discharge denied despite favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support. May 4th. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and this is how Renee learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact. May 5th. She tried to kill herself one night by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses. Restrained to her bed, she once more tried to kill herself by suffocation. The decision has been taken to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
going to the consumer store. Ik krijg nou een trophy the end. Dus dit was hem. Mijn god. Ja, nogmaals, nee. Ja joh. Gewoon een hamer erbij. What the fuck was dat?
10th of June, 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the Tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, "When I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear." She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away. And nobody did a thing to try to avoid this.
So here you live above my mind. I wish you heard the mind is trying to read yours and easy for a bird. Soon I'll meet you. I'll become the one you love. We're growing, so we'll have close while looking for ourselves. The time is endless, it could take forever. I will find you, I will find you, I will find you, our home, our hearts. I will find you, I will find you, I will find you, our home, our hearts.
Nou, dat was Satana Flight. Het meest vage en rare verhaal, game-achtige iets wat ik heb gespeeld, meegemaakt, gezien. En ja,
I need a face to wear a skin so soft
Ik,
to dress. Let me try you on, I'll do it gently.
ik ga in ieder geval niet nog een keer spelen om alle trofies te halen.
Don't be scared to
Want ik ben
fly
echt
away,
blij
our home
dat het klaar is.
Beware our heartbeats fight this life together.
Dus ja, voor degenen die dit hebben gekeken of die dit nog gaan kijken, of ja, dat klinkt niet echt logisch eigenlijk, maar dat was dit verhaal ook niet, dus fuck dat. Ja, ik hoop dat jullie het wel leuk vonden, want ik heb er verder geen woorden meer voor, echt niet. In ieder geval, bedankt allemaal en vergeet de video niet te liken natuurlijk. En hit de subscribe knop eventjes, of zoals dat in het Nederlands is, de abonneerknop. En ja, ik upload niet zo heel veel, maar als ik upload dan is het misschien wel leuk als je er ook een berichtje van krijgt. Dus klik even op dat belletje wat erbij staat. En ja, laters.